my 30. Worst day of the week, worst day of the week is all the way live. Thank you for tuning in to Worst Day of the Week. I am your host, Denard Andre. This is another Monday. Today is Monday, February the 7th, 2022. So happy to have my special guest in the studio today, Dallas Rudeboy Hypeman Dupree. Thank you so much for joining me. Worst day of the week will start right now.
Worst day of the week.
It's gonna be a good day, even on my worst day. Nothing makes me smile more than hanging with my family. LOLs and good times, yeah, that's how we mob it. No filters on the real is. Say something, get it poppin'. Laughing is good for the soul. Keep it 100, yeah, you already know. Not Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but the worst day of the week. It's not Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but the worst day of the week. Yeah.
Worst day of the week.
Worst day of the week. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Worst day of the week is all the way live. All the way live. Y'all gotta turn your phones off. The sound. You gotta turn the sound off.
I don't have
Awesome.
mine on, is it? Oh, wait, wait,
Yeah,
wait.
that was it.
My bad.
Worst day of the week is all the way live. Once again, I want to welcome my very, very special guest, Hypeman Dupree and Dallas Rudeboy. Yeah. Thank you so much, producer. Thank you so much. We're gonna get right into the show today. Remember, we're going to start with the show with news that you can use. News that you can use is not what I say. It's not what my mama says. It is exactly what it is. News that you can use is supposed to be helping you stay informed of what's going on in your city, in your town, around your neighborhood, so that you can know what's going on around you. First up in news that you can use. First up in news that you can use. My music, I can't. I lost my. Thank you. Thank you for this. The U.S. Air Force must pay more than $230 million in damages to survivors and victims, families of the 2017 Sutherland Springs church massacre for failing to flag a conviction that might have kept the gunman from legally buying the weapon used in the shooting. Just a little bit down, giving me feedback. Thank you, producer. Yeah, that's the phone too close to the mic. There we go. Next.
Okay.
A new deal between Frontier and Spirit Airlines just may help provide more low-cost airfares to destinations in the United States, Latin America, and the Caribbean. Jackass Forever opened at the top of the box office this weekend, grossing $23.5 million Friday through Saturday at theaters in the United States and Canada, according to industry estimates released on Sunday. that does it for news that you can use. Now, remember that the news that you can use is not what I say. It's not what my mama say. It's just what it is. The news that you can use. Want to make sure you stand up to date and current on what's going on in your city, around your town, and around your neighborhood, so that you can know what's going on. Once again, welcome to the show. It is Black History Month, and so I wanted to talk about Black History Month just for a second. Black History Month. I have some facts about Black History Month today, and this little known fact. In Louisiana, Black women were put in cells with male prisoners, and some became pregnant. In 1848, legislators passed a new law declaring that all children born in the penitentiary of African American parents serving life sentences would be property of the state. The women would raise the kids until the age of 10, at which point the penitentiary would place an ad in the newspaper. 30 days later, the children would be auctioned off on the courthouse steps, cash on delivery. The proceeds were used to fund schools for white children. Many of the Black children were purchased by prison officials. This source is from the American Prison Reporter's Undercover Summary into the Business of Punishment by Shane Barr in 2018. And those are our Black History facts for today. Once again, welcome my special guest today, Dallas Rudeboy and Hypeman Dupree. Thank you so much for joining me on the show. What's up, guys? How you doing today?
Good. How about yourself?
I am doing fantastic. Oh, he speaks. I want to thank you so much for coming on the show today. Two of Dallas' hottest promoters and DJs. Tell me what that's like. Tell me what it's like being you.
You want to start first?
No, go ahead. You already talking. Well, I mean, honestly, we embarked upon this journey together.
Oh,
so, really? It's always been a duo with the two of us.
Mm-hmm.
When we met, we were both in the beginning stages of what we have grown to love and do. So it's kind of like, it's crazy because it started off as a business thing, and then it went from business to we talked every day, and then it's just like a friendship grew, and so it was like he knew what he wanted to do. I wanted to support that. He knew what I wanted to do. He wanted to support that. So we was like, well, we might as well do it together.
Wow.
And make it do what it do.
Wow, that's amazing. So it started a business, started a beautiful friendship, and continued to grow into an amazing business. That's fantastic. I really like that. I did not know that. So I learned new stuff every single day. Wow, I did not know that.
But people don't understand why we are the way that we are. Like, we've in the community, of course, we in a gay community. So people have tried to come in between our relationship.
Yes.
People have tried to start, issues, and we're human. So we have situations where we don't agree and we may get mad at each other and not talk. But because our relationship is so strong, like our relationship is strong to the point to where I have a relationship with his mother and he has one with mine.
Right.
That's awesome.
So it goes a lot deeper than just the club stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like family. Yeah. Period. Point blank.
Speaking of the club stuff, you guys are duo in the club with the you MC, and I've heard other people try to do the things that you do on the microphone, and it sounds weird. Like the Go Best Friend. I ain't gonna say no names. I'm just saying I've heard other people do it. There's no shade. I promise there's no shade. But where does the voice come from? How do you transition? What prepares you to be hype man?
Well, to be honest, for me, I did radio for 8 years.
Okay.
So when I started as an intern, and I interned for 2 years. And so me being an intern, I ran the board at night. So it was just me running the board, no talking, no anything. So what I would do in my spare time, I would go in the production room and I would lay my voice. And I kept doing it every night. And I would work overnight, so nobody would be in there but me. Yeah. And so I kept doing it, and I would record it. If I didn't like it, delete it, record it again. And I just kept on until finally one day the program director, he was like, I'm gonna give you an opportunity.
Yeah.
And I did it, and he was like, man, like he was like, I promise it's like you were born to do this. Like you sound like one of us. He was like, there's some things that you need to work on transition wise. He was like, but you got the gist of it.
Yeah.
And it was just because in that time, I just practiced and I practiced. So when people come in and everybody think that they can take my job or everybody think they can do it better than me, I don't argue with it. You know what I'm saying? Because, I've done this for so long that I know what I can do. And I don't have a point to prove because I've already done that.
Yes. That's amazing. Rudeboy Dallas. What does the name Rudeboy come from? I mean, most people don't brag about being rude.
Well, the thing
he's
is,
not.
I'm not rude. And of course, I'm not rude unless you. Can we cuss on here?
You should.
I'm not rude unless you piss me off.
That's not a cussing word.
Okay, well, I'm not rude until you piss me off. But other than that, I'm really sweet. But the only thing where Rudeboy came in was because when I used to go to the club before I started DJing and everything, they were like, "Oh, why you looking so mean? Why you looking so rude?" But this is when I look, I be chilling.
You just look rude.
So I just went with Rudeboy. You know what I'm saying? Good and well, I'm not rude.
That's amazing. Okay, because I was always wondering. I was like, because it's a lot of times people ask, how you get your name? How do you get your name?
Right.
And I never tell people, where my name comes from. So I did want to know that. That was one of my questions that I had down. And so, what prepares Rudeboy to be Rudeboy, to be DJ Rudeboy, different from Jesse? Totally different person. What prepares you to be that person?
What prepares me to be Rudeboy? Wow. Good to hit me with that.
It's my sister said that pissed you off is not a cuss word.
Oh, she did?
Yes, she did.
Okay. Well, you make me mad, I guess I'll rephrase it. What prepares me for Rudeboy? It's actually like, this is another persona of me, you know what I'm saying? Another side of me. Because when you see Rudeboy and you see Jesse, I'm two different people.
Yeah.
Totally two different people. Because right now, I'm actually Jesse. Okay. Because Jesse's shy. Rudeboy's not shy.
Okay.
So it's a difference. Like when I'm in the club, I got the microphone, I'm DJing, I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
So it's like two different vibes.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But I'm shy right now.
Stanley, you have some amazing things coming up. One of them being the Gentleman's Cave podcast. Can you take down the okay? The Gentleman's Cave podcast, a new podcast that you're starting up. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Tell us about the Gentleman's Cave podcast. What's that all about?
So, we've had conversations about this before. So I was doing a podcast called What's the Hype? And, it was pretty much because I missed doing radio and I really wanted to get back into it. And I wanted to do it on my terms because with me being LGBTQ, when I was in a market that at the time, we couldn't do what we can do now, So, we're talking about, the early 2000s is when I started into the radio industry, and being gay in the industry was not what it is now. So, I caught a lot of flack because not only was I a disc jockey and also on the promotions team, but then I was also DJing at the gay club in Little Rock. Okay. So, it was.
Is that where you're from, Little Rock?
Yes.
I thought you were from Dallas.
No, I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas, originally born and raised. And so, me having to do both, and I couldn't really be who I was because I had to put on a persona because you couldn't be gay in radio like that. You know what I'm saying? And so I wanted to do it on my terms. And so, it was started off for fun. And, after we did that for about a year or so and it ended, so many people came to me and was like, hey, where's the show? I missed it, and so I wanted to come back, but I wanted to come back with something a little bit stronger. I wanted to come back with something that we really emphasize and cover things that are really going on within our community on a serious note. And so what I was looking at is you have the show like The Real, you have the show like The View, and they're all women. Yeah. And so I wanted to create a space for men of color who also identify as LGBTQ and have those same dialogue and discussions. So you have podcasts like one of my favorite is Lip Service, which is Angela Yee.
Mhm.
She has a podcast and it's a female panel. And they talk about they get down.
Yeah.
They talk about, suck or swallow, things of that nature.
Yeah.
And it's uncanny conversations, but when you're looking, they are beautiful women. And so these are things that you would not expect to hear them talk. So, we really wanted to get guys that, people may or may not look at them and think that they would divulge the kind of information that they do. And so, we picked a good group of gentlemen that we actually had 23 people that submitted, and we narrowed it down to 4. So I'm excited. We have Reese G, which is known for, the creator of Chasing Dallas and The Retreat, who's going to do all the production for the show. Reese, actually, I went to Reese with the idea, and the rest is history. So, I'm excited. We will definitely be bringing in different guys. We want to do more stuff in the community. So you will be getting a phone call from me soon about some stuff. So I'm really, really excited about it.
Why your community? Why your community? Why does that touch you more than anything? Is it only because you're a part of the community? Why your community?
Well, I think for me it's because when I came out, we took this a lot serious than what they do now. Even when it comes down to the gay family things and all of that, the dynamic of that when I came out is completely different from what it is now. Yeah. And so it's kind of there's a disconnect there at some point, and the only way to find it is to do things to try to fix it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always trying to do my part. And, he fussed at me a lot of times because he was like, well, why do you do this stuff for these people? They don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's not about that. Prime example, I was at home one night and I got a phone call from Facebook, and I normally do not answer those. Yeah. And it was somebody that was going through a trying time, had lost the love of their life, and was on the verge of committing suicide, and didn't know. And they said, I didn't know nobody to call but you. And stuff like that it assures me that what I'm doing is for a reason and a purpose. And so when I be wanting to give up, when I don't want to do it, it's always something happens or something always comes my way to remind me why I do what I do.
That is beautiful. Very well said.
He know how I am. I know because he fussed at me all the time because he was like, well, why do you but it's just me.
I said that one time. I said that I'm going to stop giving and loving the way that I do. And as soon as it came out of my mouth, I knew that I couldn't do it because who I am as a person cannot change based off of other people's actions, because other people can't dictate exactly what I put out. And so that's beautiful that you feel that way. I really like that. Rudeboy Dallas. So you're at Marty's Live, one of the most popular alternative lifestyle clubs in the DFW Metroplex. What's it like walking into that space that has your name on the front of the building? I have never seen a club put the DJ's name on the front of the building. That's absolutely amazing.
Yes, thank you. It's just a whole vibe, So, like I said, I've been there for 7 years. So I started from the ground up. Yeah. So I kind of just built it up. So anytime you walk in Marty's, you're gonna feel the vibe. It's gonna be different from any other club you go to in Dallas. I don't care. It's gonna be ratchet. We're very ratchet over there. We don't give a damn.
What is so popular and so the ratchet? The love of ratchetness. The love of ratchetness. Where does that come from?
I think what sets me apart from what sets Marty's apart from any other club is most of the shit that I play and DJs that come play at Marty's, it's gonna be down, backstreet shit. You know what I'm saying? Not shit they play on the radio. So it's gonna be a totally different vibe. It's gonna be ratchet shit, underground artists and shit. So that's what they look for. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. The top 100. Oh, that's good. But when you come to Marty's, they already know what it's giving. It's giving straight strip club,
Yes, it is.
Yes.
ratchet, you know.
I mean, something about
if
this
it's
all here,
that makes you
Yeah.
want to take your clothes off.
yeah.
But the crazy part about it, and a lot of people don't know this, and he don't even really tell people this, that when he went to Marty's, it was initially he just came as the DJ.
Mhm.
Somebody else went with the idea as the promoter, and he just came in as the DJ.
Uh-huh.
And then when they left, he took over,
Mhm.
and it was, you know,
Went from there.
it's been up from there.
That's beautiful. I really like that. So, one of the most popular nights is Lit Fridays. So inside of Marty's, this is from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Lit Fridays. You have food, drinks, hookahs, sections and tables, all of that good stuff. Tell us about Lit Fridays and where that came from. Why does it have to be so lit on Friday?
Hey, it's the beginning of the weekend.
It's the weekend, getting the weekend started.
Uh-huh.
We lit, you know. So once again, we back to that ratchet shit, and you know what it's giving.
I do
You
know,
know exactly what it's
giving.
giving.
No, I
Right
don't,
on.
Mama.
Yeah, you know what it's giving. If I'm not mistaken, you're a bartender. over
I
there
am a
as well.
bartender at
Yes,
Marty's.
one of my top
I
bartenders.
am a bartender. I'm just not with the ratchetness.
Yeah, you will.
Another popular night, I've had this guest on the show before. I don't have her fly right now. Kennedy Davenport.
Yes.
Shouts out to Kennedy, my cousin, one of my first cousins on my mama's side of the family. That's another popular night.
Yes.
In which you DJ on that night.
Uh-huh.
Very popular. What's that like?
That is the Kennedy Davenport all around talent competition.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 12-week competition.
Mm-hmm.
Each week we give away $400 cash to the winner,
Wow.
and then we do a finals, and then the finals, whoever win the finals get $1,000 cash.
Wow.
So it's very good. Good night
I
every
think I
Tuesday.
need to get in the competition.
And we you'll be surprised what comes through there.
Yeah.
You'll really be surprised, but it's very entertaining. Very entertaining.
Yes.
Very
I've
entertaining.
been several times, and it has been entertaining. Yes, it has. And then anybody can be. You don't have to be a part of the LGBTQ community. You don't have to do a certain thing. You can talk with a parrot, blow farts out of your ass.
Yeah.
Sing, dance, or act. Do Martin Lawrence impersonations.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, you can do there.
We've seen it all.
That's what I really like about that night. It's really amazing. Another popular night is the Sugar Shack with
Sugar Shack
Miss
Sundays.
Wanda.
Yes.
Yes. So the Sugar Shack is actually kind of divided into two nights. Tell me about how that goes, because I work there and I don't understand. I mean, it completely changes. It goes from a lesbian bar,
Yeah.
with the old school people to, hip hop night,
Right.
like, and everybody's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me how that is.
So the Sugar Shack is with Miss Wanda. Of course, her show started at 9 p.m. So she's been in the community for doing the show over 27 years, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
So she have a good fan base. So most of her fan base is gonna be older people, older lesbians, older gay guys, whatever.
Mhm.
So they come early. Show
Yes.
starts at 9. I get there at 8 o'clock. People are already pulling in the parking lot. We can't even get the clubs, situated or whatever.
Mhm.
So then after that, around about that 10:30, 11 o'clock hour, it switches over.
Yeah.
And then it's the guys start coming in, the younger guy, the younger generation.
Mhm.
And the show's over at 12 o'clock. So after 12 o'clock, it's straight turn up once again. We lit again. So
Yes. I work at Marty's Live on Wednesday, Friday, Saturday,
And
and
Sunday.
night. And today is Monday. And, it's Worst Day of the Week is only, the name of the show is Worst Day of the Week because Monday for me is always the worst day of the week.
Mhm.
But since I've been at Marty's, it literally is my worst day of the week because I don't get up until 3 o'clock in the afternoon
that Monday,
from working all night long behind the bar. So it really is an amazing place to check out. So if you're in the DFW Metroplex, please make sure you stop by Marty's Live. They have something every single day of the week. Even though I've only named the most popular nights. On Thursdays and Saturdays, there is the
Van Sean Productions.
Productions, and then so they have a drag show on both of those nights. One of
Yes.
them, which is hosted by another previous guest, Loretta Armani Mack.
Yes.
And I can't remember the name of the other young.
It's Tasia the Assassin.
Tasia the Assassin. The
bearded queen. Yeah. That's on Thursdays.
Yeah, that's on Thursdays. And then Loretta Armani Mack is on Saturday.
Yes.
Yes, that's amazing. So do you guys have anything new coming up besides what we've mentioned? You don't want to
I
tell
don't want
me?
to speak too soon.
You don't want to speak too soon?
No, but I will tell you, we do have a pageant coming up, Mr. and Mrs.
Yes, that
Morris.
was announced last night.
That's
I
coming
heard
up.
that,
It'll be over $5,000 cash prizes given away.
And then anybody can join that as well, right? They can
Yes.
compete in that. You don't have to be homosexual. You can be heterosexual,
I ain't gonna say all that.
bisexual.
I ain't gonna say all
They said that
that.
last night.
Well, no, I am not saying all
Okay.
that. It's gonna be stipulation. I'm not gonna be giving away no $5,000 to anybody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
but that's coming up.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Oh, we got Spring Fling coming up
Yeah.
in March.
Okay.
Spring break event. It'll be
Okay.
all weekend, of course. That's all I can think of right now.
That's all you can think of.
Yeah, that's enough for now.
Oh, the red party.
Oh, the red party this
I
Friday.
do have the Red Party flyer.
The red party.
Tell us about the Red Party. What is the Red Party? Who's DJ C Wade? I don't know who that is.
Yes, you do.
I do?
You probably know her. Yeah, my
Okay.
sister, DJ C.
Okay.
Wade, will
DJ
be the
C.
guest
Wade.
DJ this Friday night
Uh-huh.
at Marty's, along with Hype Man.
Okay.
It'll be the red party. I know it's Valentine's weekend.
Oh,
so
that's why.
That's why it's going to be red. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay. I don't have a Valentine, so I'm going to wear all black.
all black.
That's
That's
I want to wear all black.
interesting.
It's interesting.
Very much so.
Oh yeah, no Valentine for me.
Oh, yeah, me either. Shit, fuck it.
I'm
If
still.
anybody out there need a Valentine, y'all hit me up. You know what it's giving. Come see me at Marty's.
Yeah,
You ain't gonna be mad.
every Friday night on Lit Fridays, they can come and see you. Or what other days are you at Marty's?
I'm at Marty's
Tuesday,
every
Friday?
night. Every night of the week. Monday's my only off night.
Mhm.
Monday is the only night. Well, thank you for using your off night to stop by worst day of the week.
You know what I'm talking about? And I even stopped by the club before I even got here. So
Just can't stay away, huh?
can't stay away.
From the club or me.
Oh, well.
That's
Woo.
interesting.
It's just stating the facts.
Yeah, we work together. What, Friday, Wednesday, Friday,
Uh-huh.
Saturday, Sunday. You pick me up sometime on Wednesday
Uh-huh.
for work. So yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Let's talk about
I
it.
see the girls laughing in the comments.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, now. So, y'all know it's almost time to go. It's 7:36.
Where we going?
We're not going nowhere.
Oh.
It's almost time to go. My producer is looking at me, giving me the eye. And so y'all know what that means. It is what the what time. So what the what time is where I take those funny, thought-provoking, quirky, inspirational things that I find on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I read them aloud on the show. So I have some of those things, and we'll do what the what. We'll do what the what time. Did y'all bring any what the what?
No, I didn't know about no what the what.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I'm actually going to read some of you guys what the what, what I'll be doing. What, like I said, what the what is where you take those things those silly things, those funny things, those positive things that we see on Facebook, Twitter. I'm going to read them aloud on the show, and we kind of talk about them.
Well, I don't have a Twitter.
Yeah, you have a Facebook.
I have a Facebook, but I don't have a Twitter.
My first what the what is actually going to come.
I can only imagine coming from this page.
Yeah. My first what the what is actually going to come from your page. It says,
For my page?
yes,
Okay.
it is. Yeah, because you say,
Oh, I cuss up, so
yeah,
you know.
you cuss up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make
For
come out my
sure.
mouth.
You say some crazy things. I had it right here. Who wants to ride to Walmart with me later and knock over all of the Valentine's Day shit? Why would you do that? Is it because you don't have a Valentine?
No,
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh.
Valentine's Day.
So you wouldn't say that, or you wouldn't say you don't have a Valentine?
I don't have either one. And Valentine's Day not really my holiday, so
It's not really your holiday? I heard that when you were in school, it was very popular for you.
It was.
You had a lot of Valentines.
It was.
Yeah. So, but now
Nobody wants to love me.
nobody wants to love you. Oh, okay.
Well, people
They
have to
want to fuck me,
understand
but they want to love me.
when you get in this,
That makes sense.
when you become a part of this spectrum in life, dating is very, very hard.
It's very hard.
Yes, it is.
It's very hard.
Dating is going to be hard. I think for any lifestyle, dating is.
Well, I think for
I
us,
think we
it's
put too much pressure on ourselves.
I wouldn't say that.
well. I don't think that. I feel like with us, particularly, it's an issue because you have to decipher if somebody really talking to you because they want to be with you,
Mhm.
or they talking to you because of who you are in
Right.
the scene
Mm.
and in the club scene. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And so you have to decipher the two to see if it's real or is it really genuine or is it a facade?
I think both would be actually genuine because the person that they see on the scene is the person that they're infatuated with. It's the person that they really want to get to know. And so I think it's a little bit of both because they don't know the other person. They have to learn that about that person.
Because I tell people all the
Like a
time,
catch-22.
I'm
It is.
completely different at home than I am in the club.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
Like,
too.
in the club is crunk, crunk, crunk. When I'm at home, I'm very chill and laid back, and you're not going to get that.
If you quit right now, you'll end up right back where you first began. And when you first began, you were desperate to be where you are right now. Keep going. What do you think about that?
I love it.
I love it. Keep
You love
going.
it? Yeah,
Can't
keep
stop.
going. No
Can't
matter
stop.
what you go through, no matter who does what to you, you have to continue
Got to.
to keep going. Kevin Gates said something. He said, when you painting a motherfucker a picture, don't let them paint you another picture.
Mhm.
When you giving something to somebody and you're showing them how to treat you, how to love you, and then they tell you that they're going to treat you a different way, then that's them painting you another picture. And you have to continue to be the artist.
You
You
do.
be the artist and paint them the picture. I made mistakes that I can't change, but I changed so I won't make the same mistake.
That's right.
Yeah, that's from Kevin Gates.
That's
That
deep.
was really
Yeah,
I
awesome.
like that.
Be her peace. She already has voices in her head telling her to hit you with a bat.
I'm gonna change it to be her, be his piece.
I was like, be her.
You
Yeah,
want
be
to
his piece.
you want to steal that?
Yeah.
And you're gonna post
Yeah,
it.
send me that so I can repost it. Yeah.
This is to my sister, dear sister. Thanks for being my sister. If I had a different sister, I would punch her in the face and go find you. I love you forever. Shout out to my sister, Ladeb, who
Hey,
I
sister.
know is watching. Also, to my other little sisters, shouts out to them as well. Saniqua, Courtney. You just Courtney so long. Just a piece of friendly advice. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Worry about why you're worried about what I'm doing.
That's interesting. I
That's
love
deep.
that. That's
Ain't
very
that
deep.
That's
That
really
is
deep.
very
good.
deep.
I never thought about that.
That's
Like,
really
I need to worry about why I'm worried about what they're doing instead of worrying about what they're doing. I'm like, why am I thinking about that?
I would be
That's
that way
really good.
sometimes.
Yeah, it does be that way
I
sometimes.
like your nails too.
Thank you so much. Yes, I have my nails. I got a nail bar right here off of Oak Lawn and Lemon right here, right in the corner from the Worst Day of the Week studio. Oh, I do have giveaways today. I cannot forget about that. I do
Let's
have my
see the nails.
giveaways. You want to see my nail?
You see them, brother?
I see. Oh, boy. Oh,
Giving constructive criticism to a friend
wow.
is healthy.
Let's talk about it.
But gossiping about it before telling your friend is messy as hell. I'm gonna read that again because y'all was doing what the y'all was doing what I read about. I'm gonna read it again. Giving constructive criticism to a friend is healthy, but gossiping about it before telling your friend is messy as hell. People talk. Thank you so much for this. What do you guys think about that? When you have some constructive criticism, I think the one thing that as friends, as loved ones, people we have in our life, we have to use those people to help hold us accountable.
Right.
And so if they're not holding you accountable, if they're pushing you and edging you on, if they're your cheerleader instead of your accountability partner, then they probably don't really, love you and care about you. They're really not as good a friend as they say they are. So it's important to always remember that when you give a constructive criticism about a friend or to a friend, that you not tell somebody else before you tell them.
Right.
A lot of people always say that if I said something, then I can repeat it. And that's not necessarily.
That's not always true.
Yeah.
That's not always true.
Let's see. Oh my goodness. Let's see. My last word to what? Somebody needs to make a documentary on how y'all be surviving without a job.
Run that back. I'm sorry. I was reading the comments.
Somebody needs to make a documentary on how y'all be surviving without a job.
Oh, they got them out there, I'm sure.
And that's hard. It's really hard to survive without a job. I was without a job for a very long time. Shouts out to my mama who let me sleep on her couch.
Okay.
And on her bed in her guest room, and on the living room floor, and in the garage when it was too late to come in the house. For 3 years, I stayed with my mom without a job, and my stepdad would come upstairs every single day and say, "Hey, buddy, you looking for a job?" And I would roll over and I'd say, "Yes, I'm looking." And then I
wasn't
would
looking
go
for
back to sleep. I wasn't looking for anything. Well, he knows now.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you to my very, very special guest. I do have some giveaways today. Oh my goodness. I do have some giveaways. Oh. You know, Rude Boy, you work all the time and you're always on your feet and your back. You know, I know what it's like to be doing that all night long. You work every day of the week. So I have this cordless muscle massager for you.
Oh, I need that.
You know, you do need a person, to hold the gun.
I got somebody.
Do it for you. Got somebody?
Good. Hand me this.
Okay.
Hand me this.
Maybe we should switch.
You ain't got no Valentine, but you got somebody to do.
Maybe we should switch.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and then Hype Man, you
What
were
is it?
what?
I'm
You
listening.
nosy. But you were late today. You was late, and so I need to know what's going on in your
Need
car
to
all
know.
the time. So this is a dashboard cam that you can put on your dashboard, and so everybody will know your business when they get in the car.
That's
like,
cute.
Oh, I know where you've been.
Yeah, I need that.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so. Why your sister keep putting these eyes on these comments?
Huh?
Your sister.
Whose sister?
Yours.
My sister. She like eyes.
Oh, okay.
She trying to see something.
Oh, we're trying to see the nails.
She trying to see. She know what my nails look like. Okie dokie. You messy as hell. Jesse, messy like Jesse. Oh. Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't call me Jesse. Call me
some
Rude Boy.
giveaways. So, my giveaways, I need a number between, I can't reach it for this. I need a number between 1 and 30. I actually need 3 numbers. I got it. I need 3 numbers between 1 and 30. I don't
What's up, brother Chris?
Okay, ducky. You ready? So 3 numbers between 1 and 30. Now remember, in order to win on First Mondays, then you have to have Worst Day of the Week live with Denard Andre on Facebook, and also subscribe to the YouTube. Have to send me a screenshot of both in the Worst Day of the Week Messenger on Facebook in order to win. So you can do that right now, but I need a number between 1 and 30, and I have some very special giveaways. I have 3 numbers in my head. I actually have 1, and then I'll ask Hype Man to pick 1 and Rude Boy to pick a number, and not a number that you see.
Yeah, they couldn't put my phone down. Y'all stop cheating. 'Cause your sister just lighting it up.
She lighting it up.
Look
And
at
so I need you to pick a number. I need you to pick a number.
Okay.
And then I'll pick a number. And so you could go ahead, and then my producer will tell us if he sees those numbers, and he'll put it up on the screen and let us know which person has won that, and I'll be able to see it from the monitor.
Okay. So we'll just give a number now.
You can give your number between 1 and 30.
Okay.
And whoever has that number is going to win. Now, remember, also, you have to come to Worst Day of the Week's live studio in Dallas, Texas, right behind Panera Bread off of Lemon Avenue. We are at 3827 Bowser Avenue in Dallas, Texas. You have to come to Worst Day of the Week live studio in order to pick it up. if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. If you do not live in Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, then you can have it mailed to you, but you're going to have to send me the shipping and handling. Okie dokie, already.
So are they picking? They can pick more than one number.
They can pick whatever number you pick is the only person.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, and it's going to be the first person who said the number. My producer is going to know that by looking at the screen there.
27.
27 is Rudeboy's number. Do we have a 27? Who said it?
Marcus Drayton.
Who?
Marcus Drayton.
Baby, I don't even like him. 31.
Marcus. Marcus, you have.
That's my son. Hey, son.
Oh, that's your son?
Yeah.
Does he lose his keys a lot? Because I don't know.
No, that's Hype Man's child.
I'm trying to say.
He is also going to win a dashboard cam. Now, remember, Marcus, you have to come here to pick up your dashboard cam here at the Worst Day of the Week live studio, which you can only come to on the worst day of the week, which is Monday. So if you don't get it today, then you'll get it next Monday. And I'm here all day on Monday on the worst day of the week. Also, Hype Man's number.
25.
25. You have a 25? Who is that?
Chris Davis.
Chris.
Shut up, bitch. What's up, Chris?
And I can't even see nothing.
I know.
I can't even see who it is.
That's
So
my barber, Chris, y'all. Y'all check him out.
oh,
Chris
shout out to
Davis
Customer Chris.
is going to be lighting it up in style in his room with his new style collections LED Galaxy light projector.
Oh,
Chris, you can
I
come
need
and pick
that.
up.
That's a vibe.
This is a really, oh my goodness.
I believe it.
Yeah, Rudeboy, you know, don't you?
Yeah.
So, that's a whole vibe. Oh, my number.
It's a whole
Is it my
vibe.
turn? Okay, lucky number 13. Is there 13?
No, 13.
No 13? Okay. I will let stop looking.
I'm not looking at you.
Fuck.
Look at you.
Hey man, you pick another number.
20.
20. Is there a 20?
Oops, somebody. Oh,
What?
I'm laughing at my child. Hit one.
Oh,
Was that 20, baby?
No 20? A Rudeboy, your turn. You already seen the number.
I didn't.
Amir
It's a 20.
Royals.
Amir Royals has won
I don't know who that is.
I got it back here. Amir Royale has won a cordless
ooh,
vacuum.
I need that.
So there is a cordless vacuum, Amir. Thank you for tuning in to Worst Day of the Week Live with Denard Andre. I am Denard Andre. Make sure you send me those messages. I will go back and look at the live and find out who you are, but I will not send you a message and beg you to come give you something that I gave you for free.
I know that's right.
I know that's right.
Please make sure. Please make sure you are liking and sharing the video. Make sure you're following Worst Day of the Week Live with Denard Andre. Make sure you're following Dallas Rudeboy and Hypeman Dupree for all of those things.
I also got one more thing before we finish.
Make sure you go to the Gentleman's Cave podcast page on Facebook and like that as well, so we can be up to date on what's coming up for him and his new show. We can't wait for that. You have one more thing to say?
And also, I'm also will be a cast member in the up and coming reality show on YouTube called The Mix Up Dallas.
Okay.
The Mix Up. So, yeah. So you can follow us on YouTube. Hey Cousins Productions.
Okay. Hey Cousin Production.
Hey Cousins.
Okay.
Yes.
It's called The Mix Up.
The Mix Up.
What's that about? That sounds real.
So
mixy.
pretty much, you're going to see a mixture of people in Dallas that are moving and shaking, doing their thing. So we got barbers, we got hairstylists, we got designers, we got there's a gentleman on there that does like pole dancing. So
Oh wow.
you have a variety of people, and with a variety of people, you
real
have
mix up.
a lot of attitudes, a lot of prima donnas, and a lot of girls, beefing up to get shut down. So
wow.
you got to follow us. So
I can't wait for this. When is this happening?
So we're actually rebranding, reconstructing now. So within the next week or so, you should see something going out. So just follow us on Facebook, go to YouTube, Hey Cousin Productions, or type in the Mix Up Dallas, and you'll be able to see it.
That is beautiful. I really like that. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Worst Day Week live with Denard Andre. I am your host, Denard Andre. Make sure you tune in next Monday. I have a very, very, very special guest for you who I can't reveal just yet. I will let you know on Wednesday. And so I will see y'all next week.
Come on, everybody, it's about to be a good day. Don't care about what they say. Come on, everybody, it's about to be a good day. Don't care about what they say. It's about to be a good day with your boy Denard Andre. We going up on a Monday.
Go show.
Like it's your birthday. Have your free shit, don't even trip. About to go loud, grab a drink, take a sip. Kick back, relax, forget about the stress. Don't laugh it away. Yeah. It's the worst day of the week, but the best day for me. We're gonna have a party. Let's have a party. It's the worst day of the week, but the best day for me. We're gonna have a party. Let's have a party. It's the worst day of the week, but the best day for me. We're gonna have a party. Let's have a party. It's the worst day of the week, but the best day for me. Let's have a party. Let's have a party. Yeah.